Good morning, students. Hope you are all well. Our first video today is going to be on the recording of dimensions. Right, the first thing we have to take into account is that we've got certain units of measurement that building work is measured in. And you'll get that units of measurement in your Introduction to Quantity Surveying book, where they say the units of measurement for buildings work as prescribed in the standard system: number, linear meters for length, square meters for area, cubic meters for volume, and kilogram or ton for mass. Right, and that's exactly what I've written there. So that is our different units of measurement. Right. So let's look at number. So if we're going to measure something that's a number, and that will be something that's a door or a window, we will measure it in 1, or if there are 6 of them, it will be 6 times 1. Right. Take note, no decimals. Right, so the number unit of measurement does not get any decimals. Right, and you can see I wrote it in my dimension column, and when there were 6, I times did my 6 times in my times column. Right, let's go on and look at meter. Right, say for instance I've got a length of 3500 millimeter. How do I write it in my dimension column? Remember the dimension column? I have to write in meters 2 decimals. So 3500 millimeters becomes 3.50 meters. Right. If I'm only working with a meter, so only one dimension, I will put my line beneath that to say equal. So 3.5 equals 3.5. Right. Say for instance I've got 2 dimensions that I want to add together. There's a 2000 and a 2000 millimeter. Because they are the same, I can write my dimension once as 2.00, and I can say it's 2 times 2.00, and again my equal sign, and 2 times 2.00 gives me 4.00. Right. Remember, this column is our squaring column or our answer column. So right at the end, if I had a lot of dimensions that I added together, I will say 3.5 plus 4 to get 7.50. Again, my equal sign, 7.50. And if that's my final quantity, I will do a double line. Also take note that I draw a line if I'm finished with whatever I wanted to do between the lines. So everything that's here in my description column and all the dimensions, they all belong together between the lines. Later on you'll see I'm actually going to use 2 little stripes. Right, let's go to our square meter one. So for instance, I've got a rectangle or a block here that's got measurements of 5000 and 4000. Right, so if I want to write my square meter dimensions, I need 2 dimensions. So I've got 5 times 4 to get equals 20.00. Right, say for instance there were 2 blocks. There's 2 blocks of 1500 by 1500 each. I will say 1.5 by 1.5, my 2 dimensions, and 2 times that because there's 2 blocks, which gives me 4.5. Now if I go and add them together, remember equal, I'll get my 24.50 with my double line. Right, let's continue for the cubic meter dimension. Here I've got a block. Again, it's got a 2000 millimeter dimension horizontal, 3000 vertical, and in the third dimension 7000. So I need 3 dimensions before I'm going to have my equal sign. So that's 2.00 by 3.00 by 7.00, and if I times that, I will get a total of 42.00. And again, my final answer gets the double line underneath. If I say, for instance, had 3 of these blocks, the same size blocks, I would have said 3 times that dimension. Right, just to quickly sum up, so we looked at the number dimension, which is for a window or a door. Remember, you cannot have 1.2 windows or 3.5 doors, so rounded quantities, no decimals. Right, then we had our length dimension, which is meters, and then we had our square meter. Square meter becomes a meter times width, or a meter times a meter. Right, cubic meter is actually square meter, our area, times a height or a depth. Okay, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if there are any questions. Thank you, goodbye.